will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's Carr. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Moulton. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force the negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Florida! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Look out, he's got room. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Running into the open space. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aaron.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
That's reeled in. It's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the front packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Go.
first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted, number 19.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Notre Dame, 21, Florida, 7.
So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Irish! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll give it to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll run the screen. They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, it's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nice grab in traffic. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Trying to beat the D deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Off to the races. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, going to the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart. Nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Finds a man on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds all the way up at the 46-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
It leads to second down.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the air, it's Carr. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Gators will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the score. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Carr. Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Using his feet to buy time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Right down the middle. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it. Gets away from one, finds some space. There he goes. Inside the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Western Kentucky. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Lagway. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's ball. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it, and wings it incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Puts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Give to the running back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game.
Florida, 29.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
At the 45 on its way. Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys.
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
This time he's got it. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off, and it looks hard.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him.